Hey everyone, Gloopy here. If you haven't seen my 1.8 video, well then Extraction is out for free. I have been playing a lot of Extraction since it came out to make this video. I wanted to actually get the grasp of what the gameplay is like, since it is very different from other VR Extraction games, and I feel like I've played enough to actually give my official thoughts on the mode. Other creators will even be featured in the end of the video, giving their own opinions, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, let's get on to the main question of the video. Is VAIL Extraction any good? Let's find out. First, I want to apologize how the gameplay will look. The only way I could get actually okay footage of Extraction was casting to my computer and then recording from there. Recording from the headset just made the files corrupted, and my PC cannot handle VAIL in its current state, so this was the best I could do. Anyways, let's get on with the main point of the video. Is VAIL Extraction any good? Let's talk about it. First off is the gameplay. It is just like every other Extraction shooter. You go in, get as much loot as you can while making the most value, and extract. There are different players that you can meet throughout the match and kill them, take their shit, or you can befriend them, which I have done a few times. Mostly me and Dreamy just fucking kill them and take their shit because free exo. But most of the time, you're only going to be fighting angels. Most players get wiped out within the first 5 minutes, leaving only the best teams on the map, kind of like most Battle Royale games. But the moments where you find other players can be very tense. You don't know if they're going to be friendly, or if they're going to engage on sight, if they're going to be sneaky, if they're going to be loud, if they have good gunplay, if they're really bad at the game. You just really don't know. It's a huge risk fighting other players. They usually do have pretty good loot on them though. Me and a few friends have found streamer items just by killing other players. Speaking of bots, there are floating drones around called angels that will shoot you when they see you. There is the regular scout angel, which just shoots a singular bullet. There is also the shotgun angel that, well, shoots a shotgun, and those things are fucking terrifying. I have seen a few players get killed just by the bots alone, and it is very funny to watch, and again, free stuff. But the bots are not a problem unless they sneak up on you and if they're a shotgun angel. There are also several other things that make this game unique. There are zip lines and jump pads around the map. The sci-fi aesthetic of VAIL already makes this way more unique than the other realistic Extraction shooters. And the VAIL gameplay loop just genuinely feels well inside of Extraction. It's a lot more fast-paced and casual compared to games like Tabor or Exfil Zone or whatever that other space one is that no one really cares about. Extraction just works. They have also added features that other Extraction games in VR don't have, like revives. One of my biggest issues with Extraction games is once you're dead, you're done. There is nothing else you can do. Some people like that, I personally do not. However, in VAIL Extraction, once you're down, you're not out. You can get revived as many times as you want, even by enemies, which can make for some really funny moments. The loot variety is very nice as well. You have random items like levels, hammers, food, but there are also more complicated and lore-related items like Zoog Juice, bag data, and even streamer items. The amount of loot that you can find makes VAIL really fun to loot in. You have no idea what you could find. Loot variety is a big thing in VAIL Extraction, and they have done it perfectly. You will find a lot of junk, but those moments where you find something worth over 15k is very fun. The dopamine rush is absolutely unreal. On top of this is the replay value. All players will get 1 million EXA to start, which is enough for a really decent build. On top of that, they are not skimpy with EXA rewards for items. You will not have a problem making bank in VAIL Extraction unless you're not really trying to. I originally did not like VAIL Extraction. The playtest builds I played were not for me. However, throughout the pre-alpha phase, they have fixed a lot of issues. And a lot of issues that just I personally have with Extraction games. If you are a fan of Extraction games, but you don't want a hardcore milsim shooter, VAIL Extraction is definitely the way to go. It is free to play for everyone, again, forever, meaning it will never be paid, and it will constantly be getting updates. There is no reason to at least not give it a shot. But don't just take my word for it, let's hear what other creators have to say.
So, my opinion on Extraction. I think it's pretty fun. I like it. I have fun on it. I enjoy playing it with my friends. But let's say, for instance, if I'm solo queuing, I don't like how you can, you still get put it with randoms. Well, I rather prefer just going in solo. And I think there should be an option where you could only find matches of people going solo as well. More players, same amount of players, just more squads, I would say. I feel like the damage needs to be fixed. I mean, the TTK is the big part because nobody's liking the TTK so far. I hope they fix it. And the items, I love the variety of items. I love how the streamer items now, but they kind of need to fix how some of the items look too similar to other items from afar. I don't like that. I hate how they do that. But it's whatever. And honestly, if you haven't tried it yet, go play it right now. It's free. Why not try it out? There's like no reason to not try it. You're not wasting money. You're not spending money on it. You're literally just downloading it and you get to check it out. Uninstall it anytime you want. There are flaws, like bugs, a lot of bugs that can be fixed. But I also don't like how things can get all janky. I don't like how you don't respawn with your ammo back after you pick up your pouch when you die from the respawn, or after you respawn. I don't like that. I think that's like some things that need to be changed. Overall, I still think it's pretty fun. There's just some things that need to be worked on. It is early access, yes, but there's still a lot of work to do. And I'm excited to see what upholds in the future.
Hey, I'm AJ Does Stuff. I'm on VAIL's media team, but I promise I'm not biased. I think Extraction is amazing. It plays very differently from Tabor and Exfil Zone. It's a lot less hardcore, but you still get the adrenaline rushes from finding cool loot or winning a crazy gunfight. The current gameplay loop, although simple right now, makes Extraction accessible and way less tedious. I've had a lot of fun playing it with some of you, and if you find my item, shoot me a ping on Discord. We're still very early in development, and there's so much we have planned. But this update has been great for players and content creators alike, and we at XLab hope you enjoy. There are some bugs that might be annoying, but our team is hard at work trying to iron out the wrinkles. We hope you come along for the ride and watch Extraction grow with us.
I think VAIL Extraction is probably the best example of a casual extraction shooter done right. There's a lot of shooters on the market for Extraction. They're more on the hardcore side, and don't get me wrong, they scratch an itch, but VAIL Extraction scratches the itch. I can play VAIL Extraction for hours and hours, and all the gunfights, they feel quick, they feel responsive, they feel snappy. Especially with the shield system, I really, really hope that comes to other game modes in the future. Maybe not Artifact, but overall, I feel very, very positive about VAIL Extraction and the future of VAIL Extraction with everything coming.
VAIL just dropped its new extraction mode in early access, and on paper it's exactly what a lot of people have been asking for. A more approachable VR extraction shooter that doesn't treat you like you enlisted in Tarkov boot camp. Compared to Exfil Zone and Ghost of Tabor, this is way more casual friendly. Matches seem to run a lot faster, the sci-fi environments are clean and easy to read, and the shield and ammo systems click after just a couple of raids, instead of needing an in-depth spreadsheet. The revive system keeps your squad in action, so one bad peek doesn't turn into 10 minutes of spectating, and you still get that drop in, loot up, and get out tension, just without the full survival sim stress test. But here's my personal concern. I'm not convinced this is really for free. XLab has spent months building Extraction, and it's pretty clear that this isn't just a little side mode. It feels like a second game bolted on to VAIL. In a VR space, it's already getting crowded with Extraction titles. That raises a real concern that development time and resources are drifting away from the core 5v5 experience that put VAIL on the map in the first place. If you bounced off Tabor or Exfil, this is absolutely worth trying, especially since it's free to play. I just hope a year from now we're talking about VAIL as a complete package, not that Extraction game that used to have a really strong arena mode.
Alright, well, I've been playing this game mode for quite a bit, right? And, for a general consensus, I like it. It is decent, it is pretty fun. Like, it's pretty casual, I like it. It's not too sweaty in comparisons to some other games, and it's pretty easy to get into. I mean, I think Trop said it himself on one of his videos as to how easy it is to get into the game, which I somewhat agree with. Not fully. I'd say it has a few issues. I mean, it's not completely finished yet, but please, devs, I beg of you, add solos. I do not want to be running around and then fucking dying to a 3-stack, all with legendary shields, while I have a measly MK14 with normal rifle rounds. I beg of you, add solos.
And there is your answer. Is Veil Extraction any good? Absolutely. There are many flaws, but it is early access. A lot of the glitches will be patched in the next coming weeks, and I am really excited for all the content they are going to add. This is Gloopy, signing off.